Welcome to Maths Global Learning Hub at Mr. T, your ultimate guide for mastering financial mathematics. An investor is saving for an amount of 441,426 Rand by depositing 12,000 at the end of 6 months. The interest rate is 12% per annum, compounded semi-annually. How long will it take the investor to achieve this goal? And in this case here, I'm going to use the future value formula. Then I'm going to do my substitutions. I have to be very careful here when I'm doing my substitution. X is equal to 12,000. That is what the investor is paying every month. And then my interest, I'm going to write it as a decimal, and it's compounded semi-annually. That's why I've divided it by 2. And then I divide here by the interest, which is compounded semi-annually. When I get to this stage here, I want to advise you that you have to be very careful when you are moving your variables. Because if I look at this question here, I need to isolate n here. So I'll proceed by first of all multiplying by the interest and then dividing by 12,000. And if I do that, this is what I'm going to get. And then I divide by 12,000. And on the other side, I'm going to be left with I can put this part here in the calculator, and if I do that, I'm going to get being equal to remember our aim, we want to isolate n here. So I can move this one to come to this side, and if I do that, I'm going to add, and I'm going to get and because I'm looking for n here, it is an exponent, I'm going to use logs. I'm going to write here using logs. So my n is going to be equal to, I'm writing the logarithm here, and here I'm going to write the base. Remember, an exponent and a log function have the same base. And here I'm going to put and if I put this in the calculator, I'm going to get which is approximately equal to 20. Therefore, the time is going to be 20 over 2, which is going to give me 10 years. I want to point out here that this 20 that we obtained here is representing deposits which were done semi-annually. That wraps up our lesson for today on financial mathematics. Thank you so much for your time.